Coach. So with the Phoenix Mercury facing the Indiana Fever for the last time, I'm just curious to know how do you look to continue to step up on the defensive end as the team has been in the last few games?
Yeah, we've tried to hang our hat on the defensive end all year. You know, there's ebbs and flows during a season, but we know as a group to go where we want to go, we're going to have to compete on that defensive end. Tonight, our challenge will be Mitchell and Boston, right? We need to make them work for everything. And so, we've spent a lot of the last 2 days talking about those two.
How is Kalani doing, and when do you expect her to be back with the team?
She's out for personal reasons.
Coach, you guys kind of weathered a little bit of a storm. Seems like forever ago, and it seems like yesterday. The 4 straight wins. What are you liking about your club right now, especially when you look to tonight, which is another really important game?
Yeah, like we've been talking about, they're all important, right? They just keep coming, which makes it fun. I like our rotation. I like our confidence. I love our health. All those things play a factor. And, we've talked about just finding reps for this group. It's such a new group, and we need to feel all of these games, right? We need all these minutes together with different opponents and different situations. And I think the exciting thing, obviously, the other night was a big win for us. We hadn't had maybe a big win like that against a good team in a while. I think also, like, we can see the light, like we can see where we're headed with the playoffs coming. When there's sometimes 10 to 15 games left, you're talking about the end, but you can't see the end. When I mean the end, it's the end of the season before the playoffs, and it's kind of a new season, right? And everyone gets ready then. But we're a lot like a lot of these other teams in this league. Like, every game matters. We don't want to drop this game like Indiana doesn't want to drop this game, and New York doesn't want to drop that game like Golden State doesn't want to drop it. So I think I've said it, the beauty of this league is every night matters, and this is another opportunity for us tonight.
Coach, with the rest of the season, I think the remaining 5 games, how do you not let fatigue set in, but how do you also keep that intensity throughout this final stretch?
Well, I hope just the understanding of the standings and what's at stake because of our injuries. I don't feel like we're fatigued. Although talking to our strength coach yesterday, it was a light day, and I talked about us being fresh, and she's like, "Coach, I don't know if we're fresh, but we're ready. We're ready." And so one thing that I always try to take pride in is, like, not overdoing it, the practices, blackout days, just mental health for all of us. I think it's good to kick your team out of the facility some days so they're excited to come in the next day. That's just what I believe. I don't get a feeling that we're tired or fatigued. I think maybe early in the year at times with all the injuries and people having to play more minutes than they were ready for at that time, that causes fatigue. I think that's why you're seeing injuries throughout our league too, is because people are out and injured, people are playing more minutes than they're used to. And so we've really tried to limit minutes. I think up until a couple weeks ago, AT was the only one like averaging around 30 or over 30. And it's a credit to our depth and just what we've tried to do as a staff to limit that fatigue.
Coach, Alyssa is about to set a league record for assist percentage, and despite that, her turnover percentage has actually gotten much better compared to last year. How have you seen her handle the amount of playmaking responsibility she has for you guys, but also take care of the ball while she's doing so?
Yeah, I mean, we've asked AT to be the 4, to be the 5, to be the 1, put her in a bunch of different situations, and she's handled it extremely well. AT wants to win at all costs, and I think she understands when we turn it over, that doesn't help us at the other end. So Yeah, I'm extremely pleased with how AT is doing. I didn't know that's a great stat on her turnover percentage. That makes me happy that you know, she's seeing the space around her, she's understanding where her teammates are, and there's a trust to that.
Look at the lineups without a traditional center on the floor. Obviously, we're seeing them more the last 2 to 3 weeks. How have you seen them kind of grow more interchangeable on both ends of the floor?
Yeah, that's something that, you know, when we decided to go get DB, it was an opportunity for us to play maybe a little bit more positionless. That was kind of the term in training camp. But, you know, when you don't have a five like that, now you're kind of asking AT to be the five, I guess, or Satu, however you want to do it. And then we just got versatility in wings, you know, DP, Satu, Ka. Yeah, and you know, then you can go Sammy or Mo, depending on the situation. So I think it's a lot of it, you know, I talked about it early in the year, was just like understanding our sets and execution. We've gotten way better, right, in the half court, in my opinion, playing to the second side and like, what do we want to get to? And we've talked a lot about our motion and our splits. Again, I just think adding DB's experience, playing next to AT has helped our group when we've decided to go small.
How have you felt about Satu being a little bit more of a point forward, if you will, in the minutes where Alyssa is off the floor?
Yeah, if anyone's role has changed throughout the year, it's probably been Satu's, right? We've kind of moved her around in different situations. Obviously, early in the year, we were asking her to score a ton, play with the ball. Now we've kind of fallen in, like when DB first got here, I was kind of playing her at the 4 and 5. Now mostly just the 3 or the wing, and now we've asked Satu to play those minutes when AT is out, and I think she's handled it extremely well. You know, it's not a long stretch. It's about 4.5 minutes at the end of the first and start of the second, and then AT and Sa play a little bit together there. But yeah, I think it just shows the versatility of Satu's game, right? You know, the good thing for her is we've had Mac next to her defensively, so that has helped at the defensive end, you know, during that stretch. But yeah, I think Sa has had a awesome year with us asking her to do a bunch of different stuff. All right, thank you.